Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction. Today guys, I'm checking out Batwoman exclusive look trailer that dropped last night. Now, Batwoman starts in a couple days, okay, literally this upcoming Sunday. It's a few days away. And some people were saying, because I asked, hey, should I check this trailer out or whatever? And people were saying, nah, just wait, you know, because the show starts in a few days, so why? But the reason why I am checking out the trailer is because I've heard from a lot of people responding to this trailer saying, this is the trailer they should have released. The first trailer they should have released to promote this show. This is the best trailer they've put out so far, and people are hoping that this actually gives a better look at what the show is actually going to be. Because that first trailer that dropped at the CW Upfronts, I think it was the CW Upfronts, a lot of divisiveness. Actually, a lot more negative than positive. So, the show has an uphill battle to face at this point. And, for me personally, I have spoken about my issues with some of the lines in the trailers, and overall, my hope is that the show is going to be better than what that trailer showcased. And that trailer is based solely on the pilot, because that's all they really had to show. So I'm hopeful that everyone's saying, or for the most part, not everybody, but for the most part, saying that this is the best trailer so far, and this is a way better look at, you know, more footage and all that kind of stuff, that maybe this show will actually turn things around. Who knows? Because so far, people are not looking forward to it for the most part. But there's some people that are still optimistic, including me. So anyways, here we go, guys. Batwoman exclusive look. I'm interested. I'm hopeful. Let's get into it and see what this shows. Okay, guys, let's go.
Now, an exclusive look at the new series, Batwoman, only on the CW. Whatever happens, whatever I have to face, it'll be worth it.
You have an entire city behind you.
Oh my god! Huge fan.
Okay.
Perhaps
Jesus.
she needs a little reminder that I'm not playing games. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
That was cool. That was the prototype.
That's the point. Batwoman, new series Sunday, October 6th, and stream free next day.
Pause that. Let's watch it again. It cuts pretty quick. I'm not going to try to talk as much. I want to hear the dialogue more. Let's play it again.
Now, an exclusive look at the new series Batwoman.
I like these up close shots.
On the CW.
Anyways.
Whatever happens, whatever I have to face, it'll be worth it.
You have an entire city behind you.
Oh my god! Huge fan. Perhaps she needs a little reminder that I'm not playing games. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
You're not Batman.
That's the point.
That last line is what I missed.
Sunday, October 6th.
Okay. Okay. So, way better. Way better than that first trailer, for sure. They've been releasing small little sneak peeks or whatever, small little 15-second, 30-second teasers. This is a better look, for sure. You know, I'm actually, because the people that are still optimistic for this show at this point, because I feel like the people that are like, this show's going to be shit, I think that at least they'll check out the pilot. Because I was looking at reviews for the pilot, ones that happened months ago when they were screening it at Comic-Con, and now some reviews that are coming out now, leading up to the actual airing of it on public television, so everybody gets a chance to check it out. It seems it's kind of mixed, but everyone was expecting it to be a dumpster fire based off that first trailer. So for me, I'm going to just clear my head and just watch the pilot as is, without any thoughts of the marketing or whatever the case may be. But I think this is a way better look. And I'm hopeful that the show's going to be like this. Now, What I was mentioning earlier, and I kind of sidetracked it with reviews and stuff, but back to what I was saying. I'm actually one of the few people that likes the prototype suit. Before it becomes the Batwoman suit, like when she just basically takes the Batman suit and creates it to being a prototype for her to wear. Basically, she looks like Batman, essentially, from a distance. You're like, hey, it's Batman. No, it's Kate in a prototype suit. Well, it's Batman's suit, but it's been modified for her. And people don't like the wording of how she words it in the show, which they should have changed that. But not the point. The point is, I like this trailer. And I'm curious to see how they're going to handle the timeline of this, because, see, the show starts off before Elseworlds, which was last year's crossover event. So at some point, before we get to Crisis, there's got to be a pretty significant time skip, right? I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen. It's got to happen before Crisis. Or is it going to happen during her Crisis episode? I'm not really sure. But something's got to happen for sure, because they're starting the origin of her becoming Batwoman before Elseworlds, because she was Batwoman when Elseworlds happened, and we have to skip a huge amount of time to catch up with Crisis. So I'm curious how they're going to do that, but definitely better. I mean, I can't get over how much I like her suit. I really enjoy her suit design. I think it's one of the best suits they've made in the Arrowverse. And I think that it showcased what I wanted in that first trailer, because what I really wanted to see was some darker stuff, seeing more of the suit, which they really couldn't do because they hadn't shot anything more, because all they had was the prototype. Because she doesn't get the suit right away, because we're leading up to Elseworlds. We're not there yet in the timeline. So this definitely was a better representation, hopefully, of what the show is. Because this is now showing footage of the pilot and past the pilot, not just pilot footage, was all they had to use. So I'm hopeful. Now, I think we saw Magpie. Is that her name? I think that's her name. I think we saw her in the trailer, and we also saw Pre-Hush. They confirmed him. They confirmed him at Comic-Con, I think, that he was going to be in the show, but they confirmed who's playing him. And I think that was him at the end saying, "You're not Batman," and she's like, "That's the point." That's the line I missed the first run through. That's mainly why I wanted to rewatch it, but I wanted to see some of those other visuals. I'm hopeful. Come on. Because for me, I love the Arrowverse. There has been some major faults with the Arrowverse, but overall, love the Arrowverse. And I want the show to succeed. I love Batwoman as a character. Before she was introduced in Elseworlds, of course. I love Batwoman in the comics. I'm hopeful that this show pulls it off. And it's not so much to basically win over the naysayers and the people that are against the show. I just hope that the show gives me what I want at the end of the day. And what I really want is Batwoman kicking ass, some pretty interesting villains, some Batman villains that pop into the mix. They've already said that's coming. And hopefully down the road, we get more Bat family characters in Batman, or at least Bruce Wayne. Like, that's what I'm hopeful, is that we can dive more into the Bat family. That's what I'm looking for. And of course, there's other stuff they're going to be doing in the show that maybe I'm not the biggest fan of, but I'm gonna treat it as honest as I can. And you'll know if I'm not really a fan of the show, because if I stop reacting to it, you'll know. I'll probably still watch it to keep up with other stories and stuff and other shows that are connected to it, of course, but I'm going to give it a fair shot. I'm going to go from there. So I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this exclusive look trailer for Batwoman. Do you think it's a huge improvement over the first trailer that really divided people, and then how it's created this whole anti-Batwoman thing, which is, it is what it is. If you're not interested, not a fan, okay, that's fine. But what did you think about this exclusive trailer? Be honest with me. If you're still negative about it, that's cool. If you're more optimistic after this trailer, that's cool too. So whatever thoughts you have, let me know in the comment section below, guys. I will talk to you guys soon.